Hi everyone, it's Janice here. I hope you're all having an awesome day or evening. So today I want to talk about sea foam and how easy it is to do. So I did this coaster yesterday. I laid the sand and the shells, and I want to put a layer of sort of foam bubbles along the edge of the sand. So you're going to need some UV resin, and you're going to need a little bit of an acrylic white. So I'm using a titanium white there. I just found that it really works well. And you're going to need about a tablespoon of water for this size coaster. And you're going to need some dishwashing liquid. So I normally put about, I don't want to make too much. So I put about a tablespoon of water to 2 tablespoons of the dishwashing liquid. And I stir like crazy so that I can form tiny little bubbles. I've sped this up so you don't have to watch the whole process, but you can see the little bubbles forming there. And I'm putting it aside, and I'm going to mix my white with some UV resin now. So I don't need a lot because it's just a coaster. So I'm just putting just a little bit, and I'm mixing it in really well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread it along the edge of the sand, all the way across wherever I want my bubbles to be. I'm quite disappointed that I didn't put any of the resin and the foam sort of in between the shells, because I actually think it would have looked really nice. But it is what it is, and when I do more, I definitely will also try and incorporate a little bit further sort of up the sand and between the shells. Make sure you get into right up to the edge of your mold. You don't want a straight line there, so you want to go right up close to the edges of your mold. So the process that I've used for this ocean theme, you can find this step-by-step guide with the keyring video that has been uploaded. So I'm just stirring this again because some of the bubbles have subsided. And then I'm going to place bubbles along the UV resin. And that's basically done. So it's time for me to put this under my UV light now. And I'm going to leave it for about 3 minutes. You can also use a UV torch if that's what you've got. It will still work fine. Right, so my 3 minutes is up. And what I'm going to do now is I've just taken some kitchen towel, and I'm going to dab the top of it, because the top will still, it's the bottom part that has set as the bubbles, and the top still will be a little bit liquid. So I just dab that away. And we have our bubbles, and those are like now cured. It's hard, and it's ready for its top layer of resin. So I've pre-mixed my clear resin now. I've got a 1-to-1. So I've mixed some in a small beaker, and I'm going to pour it over the top. So you've just got to make sure that you cover your shells on sticking out above the resin. I ran out of resin, and I did find that it wasn't quite covering the white shells. So I did mix some off camera, and I did put a little bit more extra on just to make sure that the shells were covered. So there's going to be probably a lot of, quite a few micro bubbles that come to the surface, and I've used my heat gun to pop those, and I've covered, and I'm going to leave for the evening. So we're here for the next day now, and it's cured beautifully. I can see that it looks stunning. Very happy with that. And you know, once you've got your top layer of resin on, it just gives such a nice 3D effect. So that's the back, there's no bubbles, and that's the front. And it also is very, very bubble free. I really hope this has helped, and you know, just do small little items to practice before you start wasting resin, and the coasters are perfect size to practice on. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe just to help this channel grow. And until the next one, we'll see you then.